Beyonce just texted. Really meant.
Shut up.
Just checking in.
Just checking in, just casual.
I still can't believe she knows who I am.
Go and call her.
No, it's okay. She said she wants me to feel safe and protected. She admires and respects my bravery and vulnerability and thinks I was selected to break generational curses that need to be healed.
That's well said.
Wow. That's funny. I don't remember texting Meghan. I wish I was Beyonce. I'm back again with another Red Flags video. If you haven't seen my first video, you are missing out on Birdgate, where my UK, Australian, and viewers from other countries let me know that bird is not seen as an insult in those countries. Over here it is, over there it's not. A little bit of miscommunication, a little bit of confusion, but if you want to check out the comment section and see what I mean about Birdgate, head over to the video, but not right now. I will link it at the end of the video, and I will link it down in the comment section below. But now, since I have you here with me right now, let's get into this video. If you are a returning viewer and you have not subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? You must like me at least a little bit if you've come back a second or third or fourth time. Just stay a little while. Hit the subscribe button.
His dad is very charming. And I said to him, like, I've lost my dad in this.
So I asked him to walk me down the aisle, and he said yes.
I found her choice of words to be interesting, to say the least. That she lost her dad in all of this, as if he chose to exclude himself. But I actually found a post from Meghan's Instagram account that she posted in the days leading up to the wedding. This post was not included in the documentary, but here's what it said. Sadly, my father will not be attending our wedding. I have always cared for my father and hope he can be given the space he needs to focus on his health. I would like to thank everyone who has offered generous messages of support. Please know how much Harry and I look forward to sharing our special day with you on Saturday. According to Thomas Markle, in the days leading up to the wedding, it was agreed upon that he was going to be present and that he was going to walk Meghan down the aisle. And in an effort to clean up his image in the press, he staged a photo shoot with the paparazzi of him getting fitted for wedding attire. This photo shoot caused himself and the royal family a great deal of embarrassment. Thomas Markle says that the stress from the situation caused him to have heart palpitations and led to him having a heart attack which required emergency heart surgery, and that was the reason that he wasn't able to attend the royal wedding. If all of this is true, why say I lost my dad in all of this? Why not just say my father had a heart attack, my father had health issues, and that's why he wasn't able to be at the wedding? What do you guys make of all of that? We then go on to hear about Harry and Meghan's wedding reception, where they vividly recall their first dance song.
Even our first dance, Song of a Thousand Dances, a Thousand, I always get it wrong.
How are they so badly messing up the song that they had their first dance to? Like, I was a flower girl at my aunt's wedding when I was 3 years old. That was 27 years ago. And I know not everybody has an elephant memory like me, but I remember the first dance song. They danced to All for One, I swear. If this moment, this dance was so important to them, why are they struggling to remember the name of the song? If Meghan had chosen a song that had any real importance to her, she would have remembered the title of the song. She chose that song, in my opinion, to make a political statement. It shows that she is disingenuous and very performative, once again. The documentary also includes a lot of side conversations, side interviews, with this one friend who always says the strangest things.
Meg and I would always sign off on our text, love wins.
You are signing off on text messages with your friend, love wins again, like bragging about your relationship with Prince Harry. Like when I have conversations with my friends, it's, oh my God, love you, bye. Not love wins. I don't brag about my relationship when I'm signing off a text message with a friend. She's always taking the opportunity to like self-congratulate herself for marrying Prince Harry. Like it's an achievement. It's an accomplishment. Like she climbed Mount Everest. She's so... Anyways. So there's also a montage of things that Kate Middleton did and that Meghan did, but when Kate Middleton did it, she was praised, and when Meghan did it, she was criticized.
This is how it was covered for her. This is how it was covered for her. If you don't see the difference and understand why it's being reported that way, then I can't help you.
That's how it was presented in the documentary, and I decided to take a deeper dive into those news articles. So the first article that I found, Meghan Markle broke royal protocol by wearing an off-the-shoulder dress to Trooping the Color 2018. So I found the article on the Harper's Bazaar website, and when you read the article in its full context, they're actually not criticizing Meghan at all. They're complimenting her, actually. They talk about how traditional royals don't wear off-the-shoulder dresses, but they also mention that she wore it on her wedding day. So Meghan is doing things her own way, and they were praising her for it. Additionally, Princess Diana had similar headlines written about her, and she received a lot of praise for doing things her own way, very similarly to Meghan, as Meghan would probably be happy about had she actually read the article. The title of the article was very clickbaity, but the content of the article was favorable to Meghan. The second one that I looked at was an article discussing Meghan holding her baby bump. Why can't Meghan Markle keep her hands off her bump? Experts tackle the question that has got the nation talking. Is it pride, vanity, acting, or a new bonding technique? So I read the article. The article is very long. They have 14 different experts and columnists give their thoughts on Meghan constantly holding her baby bump. And of the 14 experts, 12 of them said nice things. There was two that were being kind of sarcastic, but once again, it was a clickbaity title to get people to go and read the article, but they actually don't say anything bad about her in the article. They even talk about the benefits of holding your baby bump, of the benefits for the mother, the benefits for the baby. They say a lot of, they give scientific information, and they say a lot of complimentary things about Meghan. It's not a derogatory article at all. The third article that I looked at was talking about Meghan eating avocados while pregnant. I know. Meghan Markle's beloved avocado links to human rights abuse and drought millennial shame. This article was silly in my opinion. They actually don't even really talk about Meghan in the article. They essentially use Meghan's name and her image to get people to read the article. But the article is actually talking about avocados. They literally just talk about avocados. They talk about the Mexican cartel. They talk about the drought in Mexico. They talk about how avocados affect the environment. This was clickbait to get people to learn about sustainable avocados. The last article that I'm comparing is an article talking about Meghan breaking royal protocol with her shoes. Meghan Markle broke royal shoe protocol at Bondi Beach. Once again, in case you haven't seen the theme already, this is another article praising Meghan Markle. It is a fashion magazine, and they're talking about how fashionable she is and how edgy she is, and they don't say anything negative about her in the article, and they actually bring up Kate Middleton in this article, and the fact that Kate Middleton wears wedges too. They say that Queen Elizabeth does not or did not like wedges. She thought they were ugly. And Kate Middleton and Meghan did not wear them in the presence of the Queen. They don't say anything negative about Meghan, and they do bring up Kate Middleton. So it's actually not an article that really supports her arguments. I think what this really demonstrates is the power of clickbait titles, really and truly. These articles had really spicy titles to get your attention, but they don't say anything mean about her in any of them. This is a tactic that is used a lot in media because it's effective. It makes your viewers or readers curious to see what you're talking about. So in the first video that I did, which discussed the docuseries, I talked about the racist/classist headlines that were written about Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And in all honesty, I only looked at the headlines that were written and presented in the docuseries. I didn't actually go and individually read those articles. And a lot of people in the comment section who live in the UK or live in Australia, or the countries that are really into the royal family, a lot of my viewers said that those sentiments were not actually shared amongst the people in those countries. that they loved Meghan and they were excited. Well, they loved her in the beginning. And they were excited for Prince Harry and Meghan's union. But over time, their opinions started to change. So I bring this up just to say that if you guys want me to go back and do a video where I actually show the headlines and show what was really written in those articles, please let me know in the comment section down below and I will do that video for you guys. There's also a headline about a drug secret.
Stereotyping and the association to drugs or...
And when I saw this, I was like, ooh. Harry implies that this article was written because racism. I actually went and I read the article. The article is about Thomas Markle, actually, Meghan's white father, and the fact that Meghan's white half-sister had a drug problem. She had a problem with meth. She was a meth addict. Can I say meth on here? I might have to bleep that. But her sister has a use problem. Her sister uses things, and her father was giving her money to support her addiction, and they basically used Meghan's face as clickbait once again to talk about her half-sister that has a problem. It's not racist that they linked these people to you. They're white, and they're your family. She keeps using racism as an excuse for the headlines that were written about her. And when I really thought about it, like, Prince William has had negative headlines written about him in the media. I've seen accusations that he is having an affair on Kate Middleton. Prince Charles had many negative headlines written about him. Camilla, Princess Diana, Prince Andrew, they've all had negative things written about them in the media. Like, it just comes with being a public figure. It's not because you're biracial, it's because you're a public figure. So the documentary brings up Thomas Markle and the fact that he was speaking to the media about Meghan, and that this was causing a lot of embarrassment for both Meghan and the royal family. So Meghan reached out to the senior royals. She says she reached out to the Queen, and she asked the Queen how should she handle the situation. And the Queen told her to write a letter. So, knowing that there is a high chance of this letter being intercepted, Meghan decides to write a letter to her father. Her genius plan was to write the letter and send it to her business manager, and then have her business manager in LA send it to her father in Mexico. She doesn't want it to be intercepted, but that's what she decided to do. That's a stupid idea. It's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You don't think that people know who your business manager is and what your business manager's address is? If you are so worried about your father speaking to the media, why would you mail him a tangible letter that he could sell to the media? And not only did she send him a letter, she hand wrote it. So she can't even deny that it was her writing because you can match her calligraphy. If she really wanted to get a message to him, she could have called him. She could have met up with him in person. I mean, every 2 weeks she was flying from Toronto to the UK. It's a 4 to 5 hour flight depending on where in Mexico he was. She could have taken a flight. Could have, but she didn't want to. Meghan says she doesn't believe that...
For us. They saw what they wanted to see.
However, the Daily Mail, who published the letter, says that they received it from Thomas Markle. Meghan is a very smart woman, and I believe she knew what she was doing. She asked the palace to sue, and they basically said, yeah, sure, okay, yeah. And then they didn't do it. But I think the reason that they didn't do it was because they didn't want to bring further attention to this letter. But despite the fact that the palace didn't want to bring attention to it, Meghan did. So Meghan sued. And this lawsuit dragged out in court for like 3 years. And the process of a lawsuit requires discovery, so the Daily Mail kept requesting more and more information and then using that to publish more articles about Meghan. If she wanted privacy, why was she suing and providing more information to this agency that can use that information against her? Luckily for her, after battling in courts for 3 years, she eventually won her copyright infringement lawsuit. So eventually Prince Harry and Meghan get to a point where they want to move to another country. And every time they have a conversation about this with the firm, within 2 weeks that story gets leaked to the media. So they discussed moving to South Africa it gets leaked to the media. They discuss moving to Vancouver, it gets leaked to the media. And they essentially accuse the royal family of being the ones leaking those stories. And at one point, Prince Harry and Meghan were in the UK because they were supposed to meet with the Queen to talk about them wanting to lessen their royal duties and move to another country. So that meeting had been previously scheduled and the Queen had agreed to it. However, once they actually got to the UK, all of a sudden the Queen said that she was busy. So the meeting did not happen with both Meghan and Prince Harry, but Meghan decided to go back to Canada. Harry stayed, and once Harry was in the UK by himself, the royal family agreed to meet with him. I believe that they did this because they thought that Meghan was the one leaking stories to the media and they didn't want Meghan to be present for this meeting. And I think that this documentary kind of in a way proves it in a sense. In the meeting between himself and the Queen, and who at the time was Prince Charles and his brother Prince William, he said that there was a shouting match between himself and his father and his brother. Nothing was resolved and Prince Harry leaves. And he talks to Meghan. And a story leaks to the media that he was arguing and he got in a shouting match with his brother.
That day, a story that came out saying that part of the reason why Meghan and I were leaving was because William had bullied us out.
Then the royal family goes out and puts out a statement saying that it's not true.
I was told about a joint statement that had been put out in my name and my brother's name, squashing the story about him bullying us out of the family.
When you think about it logically, why would they leak the story to then go back and contradict it shortly afterwards? What I think happened is that Prince Harry, after he left the meeting upset about the fact that there was not a resolution and the fact that he was yelled at in the meeting, I think he went back and he confided in his wife, Meghan Markle, and I think Meghan Markle is the one who leaked the story, and then the palace had to go and correct it. I think Meghan was leaking stories the whole time, not the palace. I honestly don't know how people listen to her Archetypes podcasts. Like, she's insufferable. And you know what? If you guys want me to listen to her Archetype podcasts and make videos for you, I will suffer. I will suffer through it. If you comment down below that you would like me to do the Archetypes videos and you like this video. If this video gets enough likes and enough comments, then I will do it. I will suffer through it. But if not, then I will find something else to talk about. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. If you want to keep up with my uploads, please hit that subscribe button. Here's some other videos that you can watch, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.